All right, everyone, now we're joined by our pole winner for tomorrow's race for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, John Hunter Nemechek, driver of the number 4 Toyota for Kyle Busch Motorsports. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about your lap?
Exciting day, getting to run 2 laps. Was a really good lap. It's just a testament to all the guys back at the shop at KBM working really hard to try and advance all 3 KBM Toyota Tundras through the playoffs to get to the Final 4. 1 owners, 2 driver to go try and win a championship. I think it shows also that there's no lack there. I think that there's questions that have been asked of team morale and how things are going at the shop with the news that has been said. And everyone's still working hard. We have 3 races that we're going to go out and try and win and go try and get a championship. Everyone's in the same boat.
All right, if you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get a mic to you. We'll go right up here to the front.
Steven Toronto, CBS Sports. John, your dad was supposed to be entered in the Xfinity race today. They decided not to bring that car because the weather forecast was kind of iffy, and lo and behold, there's not a cloud in the sky today. Is he a little irritated about that, and how antsy is he to get back behind the wheel?
Not sure. Honestly, I haven't talked to him about it. I've been focused on my stuff here recently and trying to advance through this playoff round, and that's about it. Heck, I found out that he was coming when he withdrew, so didn't even know that.
And on the subject of the Truck Series, can you talk a little bit about how to drive defensively at Talladega? Because obviously you were coming to the checkered flag, probably going to win this race last year, and you just kind of got knocked out of the way. Is there anything that you've learned since then about how to maybe defend against that, or is it just kind of try what you can, but ultimately be at the mercy of the guy behind you?
Don't get turned. That's pretty much it. Go away. Try and get away from them so that you don't get turned. I've watched the replay of that race from last year multiple times. I get more aggravated every time I watch it, but all in all, it was a good learning day. Added a lot of stuff to my notebook, so hopefully we can be in the same situation tomorrow, just 3 spots better.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Do we have any other questions? We'll go in the back to Justin.
Yeah, Justin Schuler kicking the tires. John, this is a much different year for you. Obviously, you won 5 races last year. Now it's kind of weird to say you've only won 2 so far, and you're just a few points above the cut line. So with Talladega being such a wild card, are you going to have to be aggressive, run up front, get those stage points? Or are you going to stay in back, let everybody wreck? How are you approaching this race?
I think that there's 2 options here. You can either be aggressive and control what you can control, or you can go right around and control what you can control. So I think the moral of the story is control what you can control, and the outcome is the outcome. You can push, you can do everything to try and get stage points. Stage points with stage racing is very, very valuable at this point. With our points position, it would be a really good day to maximize stage points and finishing position. But a lot of the time that happens, you end up getting caught up in some sort of mess and ruins your day. So you have to survive first. So it's a very tricky situation to be in. Last year we were in a lot different spots, so not exactly sure how I'm going to attack it, but at least sitting on the pole and having a good starting spot is a really good place for us. So if we can stay out front, lead every lap, I'm 100% okay with that too.
Do we have any other questions? We'll go to Zach.
Yeah, Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. John Hunter, real quick, just if you can humor me, and we'll skip ahead a few weeks.
Yep.
Looking towards Homestead, for years that track settled the championship, and this year with where they've placed it on the schedule, will determine the championship for you guys. What do you feel like that that kind of complexion of a race will be, and it just for years has been known as a driver's track, and what do you expect from there with that placement in the playoffs?
I'm really excited to go back to Homestead for a multitude of reasons. Homestead is a very special place for myself, my family, my last name, and who I'm named after. So very special in that regard, as well as our race will be at noon Eastern, which is awesome. Hottest part of the day, slickest racetrack, slip and slide around. I feel like Homestead in the past, when we've run at night, a lot of guys excel running the bottom, and I don't think that you'll see that this year. You might have one or two that get their truck set up to be able to do that, but I think his experience is going to outweigh a lot when you go to Homestead. It is a driver's racetrack, and if you don't have laps around it, it's very hard to figure out in a very short period of time. With only 20 minutes of practice and go straight into qualifying, there's not much time to learn on one set of tires. So I've always enjoyed running there. I've always enjoyed running the fence there, and have had some really good runs there. So personally, I'm looking forward to it. And then to your point, Homestead used to be the finale, right? The championship race, and now to be the cutoff for our Final Four going to Phoenix is a huge ordeal, I think, in itself. I think it would be cool to kind of continue to rotate that for the championship race, and then have the championship race be the Final Four cutoff. That sounds like a pretty cool idea to me.
Any final questions? All right. Thank you and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.